Welcome back, guys, for another episode of Satisfactory. In today's episode, the vicar finds a body in the library. No, I'm getting confused. That was Miss Marple. So, I left it as we were just building the stairs up to level 2. Here's level 2. Ta-da! It's not finished though, is it? Okay, I do apologise. Enough messing around. Right, serious business. Internet video gaming. Yes. Right. Level 2. Get back to it, you fool. So on this level, we're going to make... what do we need? Rods. Then we'll make them into screws. Yeah, so we should need, what, 3 rod factories, 4 screw factories? It'll do for now. It will change once I figure out how much plastic I need, because we'll have to build the computer factories, and it'll all come down to that. I'll figure it out whenever we get to that. Don't worry about it. Okay, all the walls are sorted right. Should I keep the machines like I did the smelters, or just do it normal from now on? Oh, it's a toughie. I'm still very tempted to move them smelters back around the regular way. Yeah, let's build them the normal way like this. So these are the 3 rod factories. Now I just need the lift up to the 2nd floor, and then we'll get the ingots and we'll start making some rods. After the frame factory, this is just, it's just a welcome break. I've split the computer factory into kind of 2 different sections, making 2 smaller packages, make it a bit more manageable. Because that frame factory, it really did stress me out. Next up, we got the... what is it? Oh, mind blank moment. 4 screw factories. Right. These will need, what, 40 rods a minute? And we're going to make 45, and they're going to put out 160 a minute in screws. I must have gotten kicked out of the Boy Scouts because I am not prepared. I'm well short of quite a few building materials, so I'll quickly go back to base and pick up a load of stuff. Oh, travelling by train, you just cannot beat it. It beats Hypertubes hands down. It's around about a 3-4 minute round trip, and my pockets are bulging. So let's get back upstairs and we'll finish this build. Let's delete these last few mergers, then we'll go downstairs, we'll start building the freight platforms, and then we can figure out where we're going to put the lifts so all the belts can join up and be sent downstairs. Right, we're going to need, what, 3? Ooh, actually better fill that hole in before I fall down and die. So getting back to what I was saying, we're going to need 3 freight platforms. I finally managed to say that. Bit of a tongue twister, never mind. 1 for the cables, 1 for the copper sheets, and 1 for the screws. Make sure the station is set to load, otherwise it's going to be pretty pointless because nothing's going to be put on the trains. Just going to put the lift as high up as we can. Will it actually hit that ceiling, do you think? Let's put a bit more ceiling down. What, 3 or 4 should do it? Right, now put the lifts up. Let's see if we can hit the ceiling. Now that's sorted, let's figure out where we're going to put the lift for bringing all the stuff down to it. So the screws are now being made, the belts are at the windows, so right, we've got to figure out where this lift's going to go. What I'll do is I'll extend the ramp straight across just so I can get a good look underneath the whole factory. Since the actual freight stations are so far apart, I think what I'll do is I'll just run single windows, so a single conveyor in each line. That'll do me. Now let's get the screw factory lift. Bring that down, join it right at the bottom. Then, since that's about the right height, we'll delete this little window, then just join it up with a belt. There we go, the screws are flying. They're 33% done. Still 66% to go though. So the second lift, I've got it set as iron ore at the moment, but that's going to be wrong now. So let's swap that round for copper, and we're going to have to alter a few belts downstairs as well. There's the belt put on. Now let's put a new lift in and then join the belt up, and then the copper will be going up then. Later on, when I figure out actually how much production we're going to need out of this factory, I could just overclock the miner, or there actually is a second copper node. It's not too far away, it's only 100 meters or so, so I could easily tap into that. Since the lift's now going the right way, let's join the belt up, and there we go, the copper is finally a-flowing. Ah, my brain is not totally with it today. I forgot to wire up the rest of the iron smelter, so I'll quickly do that. That's all sorted now. Right, let's put the smelters down for the copper. What do you think? 1, 2, 3, 5, I think should be enough for now. So up we go, level 3. Yeah, we've got to build level 3. I thought we already had. Oh dear, I need a coffee. Okay, the real level 3, it's now here. Let's put down some constructors. Right, how many are we going to need here? One cable factory should be enough, so that'll be fed by, what, 2 wire factories, and then about 6 copper sheets. I think that should be enough for now. Right, the copper ingots are a-flowing. What have we got to do next? Floor, ceilings, walls, factories, just about everything nearly. And somehow I managed to run out of cement. What a numpty. I thought I had enough. Never mind. Quick trip to base and back again. And now the cable factory's wired up. All we got to do now is put the lift in, put the belt in, put another lift in, going all the way down to the freight station. And there's the second part of the factory kind of done. Just need to line this lift up. That looks good. Delete the window and connect the belt. And there we go. That should be the cables. There we are. Fantastic. Right, let's do the copper sheets next. That's the window for the copper sheets. Now let's get a belt from the mergers straight to the wall and join that up. Oh, we're totally motoring now. Let's delete these poles. And all we've got to do then is we just have to put a few mergers down, join all the copper sheets together, and that should be it for the factory. Then what we're going to have to do is build the rest of the railway line, because currently we don't have a loop. Yeah, the motoring, it's grind to a halt. I was bringing the lift down, I'm thinking, where's the freight station at? Then it kind of dawned on us. I hadn't actually built one, I only had 2 instead of 3. Let's try this again, build the lift. Delete the window, then connect it up to a freight station this time. Oh man, seriously, right, we need a lift. How did I forget that? So finally connect the belt up, and there we go, copper sheets are a-flowing. Finally. It's rough and ready, but it's working. Yeah, I had the bright idea of driving the train over to the computer factory. Oh, it will be the computer factory. Then it dawned on us the station wasn't hooked up on the other rail, and that signal's not set right. Damn it. Right, let's reverse. Take 2. Hopefully it'll work this time. Let's get to work building the station. I'm thinking we're going to have actually 2 stations here, and we'll run the main line. We'll keep that track there straight through the middle of them in case any trains want to carry on using this track, so they don't have to go into the stations. I know you don't have train collision at the moment, but you never know, they might put it in game at some point. For the moment, we're only going to need, what, 1 freight terminal just for the computers to come out. So then we'll do, what, 3 empty platforms just to get the size correct for the other station. Yeah, I'll set the freight terminal to the terminal set to the outside. It'll be easy to feed the belts, I think, that way. And it's now that time at last. We've got to demolish this whole area. What I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to build an awesome sink because I have loads of plastic and rubber in containers and I'd rather just not delete it. Maybe just get a few tokens out of this and carefully not fall through holes. Yeah, let's put that one back for now. So now we've got a bit more real estate to play with. Let's try and line this other station up with the first one. Because we can't have cockeyed stations. Ooh, the OCD wouldn't have that at all. That looks level to me with the track. Yeah, that looks good. I'm happy with that. So now what do we need? We need 1 dummy platform and 3 freight platforms. And join that line to the main track if I can get that little junction. There we go. Right, next up, let's see how high we're going to have to build this computer factory. So 6 walls high is about level with the station, so let's do 8. So then if we need to put any belts over the stations, we should be fine. Just connect the walkways to ground level. In inverted commas, it's not really ground level. We're pretty high up to start with. There we go. Let's go upstairs and have a look. Oh, very nice view. That's looking good. Right. We need to throw quite a bit of floor down here, but luckily the refinery, it's going to use all of it. That should be enough floor for now. We've got plenty of real estate. We can't run out. We're so high up in the sky. What do we need now? We need some walls, get some power up here, and then figure out the positions of the refineries. Oh, typical, we're out of supplies. Right, I'll quickly drive back to base. And then I feel like we should get the track done next. Hopefully I can get away with quite a bit of straight track here, which will make it a lot easier. Building this quicker anyway. Oh, them bee creature things. I hate them plants. It's like bee creature plants. Who comes up with this stuff? So let's see how far the track can go. That square there, so then we put a big square down. Then you'll start on the ramps. Delete that one and then put another ramp in. And then we can connect all the track up. And try and get the track right in the middle. Is that look good? Oop, no, back. Yeah, it was the right square. That looks good. Yep, we'll have it there. This is why straight track is so much easier to do. You can build it really quickly. Be careful of that bee creature. I don't want to start having to shoot bees just quite yet. That looks good. Yeah, what I'm thinking of, the track, I want to actually join it on the little islands. There's like 2 or 3 little dotted islands before I get back to the oil refinery. But I think there's quite a few of these bee creatures, and I think there's some dogs on some of the other islands. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll shoot these first. Ooh, it's below Upperbull Rock. Let's have a look, see what's hiding underneath here. Slugs, maybe? Oh, it's just a green slug. It could have been at least a purple. And we need to blow that other rock up, otherwise it won't let us build on top of it. There you can see the oil refinery in the distance, so I tell you what, let's go to the other side. Do have to drop the track down a little bit, so I think it'll be easy doing it from the oil refinery side. Then what we might do is make a path all the way to this island, so then we can kind of figure out what sort of direction I need to put the tracks in. Yeah, you can see the track. You can just make out that island. It's in the mist. So, straight ahead, bit of a left curve. What we could do is go straight ahead, go down, curve a little bit left, hit that island first on the left hand side, then just go straight again and hit the second island. That's what I'm thinking of doing anyway. I think that's far enough along now, so let's start going down. From what I remember on the parts factory, I think we went down one full length of track. So that should be roughly the same height. We shouldn't be far wrong. And here's the first island, and it's covered in them big creature things. There is a slug, so there's a benefit of coming here. Oh, there's another set as well. It's just like playing Call of Duty. One shot, one kill. So let's build the path to the left hand side. Go quite far into this island, I think. And then hopefully, what do you think? A bit more left, then just go straight. Yeah, straight towards that island there. We're nearly there. Actually, this is looking pretty good. The height difference, there's not going to be an awful lot in this. Wow, I can't believe that. That's about, what, half a width of concrete on one square? Yep. So, a bit further over. That looks pretty decently lined up there. Now all I've got to do, just build the bridge all the way back to the island. Actually, it seems to be going left slightly, doesn't it? You know what? Let's put a little turn in here. So I'll drop the concrete to the floor, then figure it out from it. Yeah, we're going to hit just slightly left of the island. I want to hit bang in the middle. I think that's lined up now. What do you think? Guesstimation. It looks pretty good to me. Hopefully that'll hit. So then now we'll build this up to the height of the other one, and then we'll build a path all the way to the other island. Fingers crossed, it should hit it. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm well happy with that. So we'll get a nice gentle curve out of this now. Hopefully it's just a straight line, a curve, then a straight line. So we should rattle this up pretty quickly to that island. Oh, that curve looks really good. I'll keep deleting the concrete as we go. We're still going to put all the pillars in, and the hypertubes, and the electric. But I just want to run a train as quick as you can. I want the loop to be actually working. Time for guesstimation. Do you think that looks level going towards the track to the refinery? I think that's as good as it's going to get. Yeah, that looks pretty close. We should get two nice gentle curves. And another decent piece of guesstimation. Probably about half the width of a concrete block out. Might not even be that actually. So you probably won't even, you'll not even tell the change in the height of the track. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, I'm just pleased as punch. Look at that. Two nice gentle curves. So all we've got to do now is a bit of straight track, bit of a ramp, and we're actually at the refinery. Do have to do the other side of the track as well though. Finally onto the last piece of track, and then we'll have a complete loop. Nice, now that one's finished. Let's do the other track. Now just join the stations onto the main line. That looks pretty good. And let's put the hyper tubes on, put the wire on, and then we'll start the computer factory. I think I'll put 5 refineries down for now. It'll probably be upgraded to 10 if I want to run 2 manufacturers both knocking out computers, which is the grand scheme of things. That's the plan I want to do. Let's quickly put an assembler down just to double check this. 45 per minute, so doubling that, we're going to need at least 90 for the plastic for the computers themselves. But we also need plastic for the circuit boards as well. So at least another 5. It could be even more refineries we're going to need. Now the first refinery's down, let's put the electricity downstairs, sort the oil wells out. There is 3 nodes there, currently I'm only using 2. I'm very tempted to wire all 3 up, sort of like put them into giant storage and then pipe it from there. At least there's plenty of oil ready to go. It might work, I've never done it before. You know what, I'm going to be running up and down these stairs an awful lot, so let's run a hypertube. Cut a little bit of the journey time down. I just quickly deleted this oil well and I put it back down again because it was facing in the wrong direction. Just needs a little bit higher. That should do it now. What's that look like? That looks a bit more level. Right, let's see how high we need to get this now. So join that pipe to there and then one to the main one, and there we go, the oil is pumping. Obviously without pumps it's got no chance at all of getting up that wall. We'll do that in a bit because I want to get the other oil well sorted as well. All we need now is a little bit of power. We'll get this oil well turned on and then we'll start figuring out how many pumps we're going to need to get this oil upstairs. Right, we'll put one right at the bottom. Hopefully that'll be enough to pump it up. It might not though. We might need another pump a little way up the pipe. Well, the oil is getting up here. It's a bit... I don't think it can just say keep up, can it? Probably going to have to put another pump down. First job, get these lifts up to the first floor. Then somehow we'll wire it up through the windows and we'll get everything moved up to the second floor. And then hopefully we're going to make some computers. Eventually. Yeah, this is looking good. It's turned out alright here. Could be slightly awkward getting the plastic up though. I should have put these on the second level, shouldn't I? Never mind, I'll leave it for now. I put down 7 assemblers. They're all making circuit boards. Hopefully that's enough to run 2 manufacturers making the computers. Next job to do, we've got to get all 4 items now to the manufacturer. I hope I've got this right. Yeah, that wasn't lined up at all, was it? Is that the right way now? That's it. Put the lift back in, and hopefully that should be number 1. We're going to have to do this 3 more times, yeah, because it's going to have to go 1 level each time, isn't it? We're going to have to put down 3 splitters, 4 splitters, 5 splitters, then 6 splitters. to get the height difference. At least we can delete them all. Yeah, my brain's getting a little battered in now. That's all 4 belts now wired up for the computers, and with the plastics we have to make. But why are they not getting any cables? Let's have a look. Ah, well, there's the answer. There's no lift coming up here with the cables. Oh, I've done the other 2 and not the middle one. Right. Stop firing the gun, you fool. Right, wire that into there, wire that into there, and now, hopefully, that should put that on. Delete the bell, put that on, and now... One more. Is that it? Yeah, it was one more, wasn't it? Delete that again. That's it. And I can actually see the cables. Right. Just the plastic to sort out now. Right, hour and a half later, here we go, guys. I've added another set of refineries. I've added another oil well. Another manufacturer upstairs, so both the computers are waiting. So now we just need this plastic. Then this whole factory will start rolling. Oh, this is a lot of work. I knew it was going to take a while. I didn't envisage this long.
I'm not gonna lie to you kids, it's a fucking jungle out there. Keep your head on tight, unknown brain and mind me, baby, let's do it. Y'all see me flying, never drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm not round, no denying what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down, see me flying, never drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm not round, no denying what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down, you're too strong, wanna battle with the beast, bring a few on, the commander and the chief on my crew on, bullets rattling and whistle at your toque, never sleep, eyes open, hands clutching on my loop, it's a war zone. It's a war zone. Yo, this a motherfucking war zone. It's a war zone. Yeah, feel the impact. Yeah, break it open, leaving nothing fucking intact. Hey yo, you been hacked. You're safe, hard in, but I found it, homie, been cracked. Hey yo, we been back. You been stacking, see you flexing with the thin stack. Hey, you been whacked. I kill 'em all, feel a motherfucking impact. Yo, this a war zone, homie. Say you ready and prepared. Take a minute, make them aware. Well, I'll be sneaking in the back, but it's one to clap. I'm life ain't fair.
Okay, all the trains seem to be working. We are producing computers. They're being delivered to this station. But since so are the heavy frames, we had to do a little filter system. So first off, I used the smart splitter here. So it sends the heavy frames in one direction, the computers in the other direction. So after that, it gets split again with a programmable splitter. It goes left normally, but if it gets all the way backed up to here, it then gets sent right to the awesome sync, because I don't want the station to get full of either of the heavy frames or the computers. Well, that was quite a clever solution. Back in the storage area, the computers in this container all by itself. Yep, there we go. Filling up nicely. And the heavy frames, actually they're nearly full. So that programmable splitter will be coming useful pretty soon. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. I've done so much, I'm exhausted. Right, please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and I will see you next time for some more Satisfactory. Bye for now, guys.